Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. I think it's been about 2 weeks since my last videos. I'm so sorry for disappearing for a bit. I have been crocheting. I've been crocheting so much, and of course life just got busy, so I wasn't able to show you guys what I've been crocheting, but I have everything here and I'm so excited to show you guys. I think maybe you guys can forgive me for for my absence because there's some really cute stuff here. I'm super excited to share these patterns with you guys. Like always, I crochet for markets mostly, but when I make something and there happens to be like a birthday coming around, then I'll make things for that sometimes, or baby showers and stuff like that. But the majority of what I make is for markets, though I do occasionally make things for gifts. So that's something to keep in mind. I try to look for some kind of faster well, not necessarily faster because I'm a slow crocheter, but I guess some easier patterns that wouldn't have as much to them, as much details. So yeah, there's quite a few of those easier patterns on here. So before I get started in showing you guys what I've made though, I want to say a huge thank you, a huge shout out to Ella from No Catchy Name. She sent me the sweetest gift. This is so personalized to me and I love it so much. I squealed when I got it, and yes, thank you so much. So this was a Winnie the Pooh with like a party hat on. My birthday was last month and this was a present for me. She sent me it with a birthday card and I love it. I love it so much. It's going to be proudly displayed on a shelf where I have some crocheted gifts that I've received before. So yes, very special. Thank you. I love him and I will treasure him forever. So yeah, I love Winnie the Pooh. It was just so perfect, and yes, thank you. Okay, so I have a couple bags full of things that I've been saving to show you guys. So I have to say, this room gets a tiny bit messy every week because, once I finish this video, I put everything away, but then as I'm waiting for the next video, I'm like, I have bags of things, amigurumis here waiting to be shown to you guys. So they're like different bags divided, and like, it gets to be a lot, but I love doing it and I don't think I'm gonna stop anytime soon. So this first pattern, this is a free pattern on Instagram and it's for a really cute dino. I think it's called like Chubby Dino. There's a paid for pattern that's a bigger version, and then this mini version is a free pattern on the designer's Instagram, which as always will be right here at the bottom of the screen. I don't link anything in the description just because it became so much, super long, and I would run out of characters that I was able to use in the description box. That's why all the pattern names and like the designers, where you can find it kind of thing, is always at the bottom of the video once I'm showing the pattern. Anyways, yes, really fun, really cute. The only things you have to sew on are the legs, the tail, and then the spikes. I have done this dinosaur without the spikes sometimes, but I think it's cuter with the spikes. I think the only time I've done it without, if I'm not mistaken, is when I do like a variegated color dinosaur, and I think like it's too much maybe with the spikes, but I just think it was so perfect this time. I actually put this one with my finished objects, and as I was going through everything, I realized I forgot the spikes, so I had to take it out of the finished projects and fix it, and I'm really happy that I did because it just stands out a lot more with that, and I love it. Super cute. Very excited that the purple was using up a scrap ball, so I have like the tiniest bit left, and that's either going to be used towards a stake, or I use yarn when I put prices on things. So let me see if I have like an example of that. So that's what I'll probably do. This is that purple yarn that I was using. So this is how I price my stuff, using scrap yarn. So yeah, that's the first finished object. These two were works in progress for I don't know how long. I think this is since I went to like a trip to Reno maybe a couple months ago. Finally caught up on my works in progress. The problem with these, I found them in a project bag that I have. So I didn't know they were works in progress. Usually I have been so good for like the last year. I usually have only 1 or 2 projects going on at the same time, and I've been keeping to that. It feels so much better to me, and I'm so happy that I did it. It keeps me like, if I want to move on to another pattern, no, I have to finish what I have started. I have a small box where I keep my works in progress, and it's not a very big box. Like I said, it's small. So if the project has quite a few parts, it might start to overflow, and I think, you know what, I cannot move on to a third project. I have to finish what's in here, or else it doesn't look good, and I want it to be aesthetically pleasing. So yes, my max is like 2 to max 3 projects, but I hardly ever have 3 going on at the same time. Usually I just have 2. So even when I'm doing like say for some reason I'm making 6 of the same items, I will finish each one as I go, just because that's the way I do it. I know a lot of people do it differently, but for some reason my brain just likes finishing each thing before moving on to the next. So anyways, long story short, I had these for a while. I found them, very excited that I left enough yarn towards the butts to finish them, because sometimes I have made the mistake of thinking I'm just gonna cut off the yarn, stuff it, put on the eyes later, like when I'm doing on a road trip, and I'll use the yarn for something else because I forget I have works in progress. So I'll run out of yarn, not have enough to finish them. But thankfully I left enough yarn, and they're so cute. I really love them. This is a free pattern on a blog. I used to know it. I don't remember. It's here. It's a free pattern on a blog. So these, because there's multiple, these are thanks to Ella. Again, a no catchy name. I saw one of her recent videos. She's been posting quite a few videos, but one of her recent ones, it was I think it might have been a national holiday video, but she made a pigeon, and it was so cute. I was like, you know what? I have to make some pigeons too. Do forgive me though, I'm realizing as I'm showing them to you guys right now, they are not completely finished. So I'm gonna try to finish them after this, and hopefully put pictures of them towards the end of this video. But I made some pigeons. She showed this pattern and hers just came out so cute. I think mine came out a little bit bigger, but I'm pretty sure we use different size hooks. I think she might use a 4.5 and I use a 5. So yeah, they're so cute. What I'm missing is to do the white around the eye, and you do that with yarn. It's not my favorite thing to do, but I'm gonna do it. And you're supposed to make little marks on the beak. The beak? Yeah, it's a beak. 2 marks. So I want to do that, and guess what? I made a few of them. I made 4 pigeons. And they're pretty big, and I love them so much. Yeah, it was so much fun to make them. Honestly, I could make more. I didn't get tired of making the pigeons. There is quite a bit, I think, when it comes to sewing. So you have to sew on both legs, both wings, the bill, and the tail. So it's not that bad. I enjoyed it. I think it was fun. It's cool that like really the only thing that you stuff is the body. Of course you put a little bit of stuffing in here, but it's mostly the body. This was, so I'm not sure how Ella did it. I'm pretty sure she said that it was free on Ravelry. I couldn't get it on Ravelry. I had to go on it took me to a blog, and then I had to sign up for their newsletters kind of thing to get the pattern for free. So it is a free pattern, but she might have explained it differently, or maybe I just blanked. But But yeah, the way I had to do it was like through signing up for a newsletter, and then you get emailed the pattern for free. I made another possum, and this is a paid for pattern on Etsy. I think it might be about $6. This is kind of like my large size opossum. I make smaller ones too, but I decided to make another big one. I guess I was working with my gray yarns, and then, oh my goodness. Okay, so this is what as I was making each one of these, including the pigeons, there's 4 of them, I completed each one and then continued to the next. Same with these. Super, super cute clownfish. This is a free pattern on Instagram, and it's really cute. I love it. What happened was I had a tiger made. It was a work in progress for a really long time. I forgot about it, and I put it in this bag, and it was chucked away, stuffed away somewhere, and then I was cleaning, and I was really disappointed in myself because I had not finished it, and I ran out of this orange color, and it was so close to being complete. Had I finished it once, back a couple years ago when I started it, I would have had enough orange, but I just didn't have it anymore, so I had to undo it. And I still have a scrap ball. I'm trying to use that up, and I just decided, since, you know what, all the colors for that tiger were orange, black, and white, I was gonna make projects using up that scrap yarn, so I didn't have to put it back away. I just wanted to, I don't really like putting you know, skeins back, and it was a ball, so, and I don't have a place for scrap balls right now because I don't have any. Super proud. I have like very, very tiny scraps. I guess I have a little place for them, but I only have like 3 tiny scraps right now that I'm kind of saving for, like I was saying, pricing items. Anyways, I'm like blabbing today. Long story short, I made 6 clownfish. So I told you guys, I've been crocheting. It's been 2 weeks though, so do remember that. But these are so cute. I love them. I think that very evening that I scrapped the tiger, I made 3, I think, maybe. And I went to bed kind of late. And then the next couple days, I made a couple more. So we're not done yet. I'm super proud of this one. If you follow me on Instagram, I showed him recently, and I actually made a TikTok too. So I had been like avoiding TikTok for a really long time, but for right now I just have it to post reels. I don't know if I'll ever go live on there. Who knows? I don't really have a plan for that. I just made one for the fun of it for right now, but I posted this on there as well. This is a paid for pattern. This is the second time that I've made this pattern. The first time that I made him, I used 3 yarns held together, so it came out pretty big. I didn't know how it would come out with a single strand, but I am super happy with it. I'm gonna be making more. It's a Winnie the Pooh, and this just so happened to be a coincidence with the Winnie the Pooh that Ella made for me. I'm telling you guys, I love Winnie the Pooh. Definitely one of my favorite Disney characters. I love Simba and Winnie the Pooh. So yeah, I was working on him. He took me a bit because he's pretty big, but I'm so happy with it. It is a lot of sewing. The head and the body are 2 pieces. The ears, the snout, 2 arms, 2 legs, and the tail. So a bit more sewing than I've done, you know, with my last few projects. So it did feel like it took me a while to sew it together. And in all honesty, sewing all the pieces together does take me maybe a little bit more than an hour. It's a slow process for me, definitely. So I think that's why it felt like it was a lot of sewing. But it's so worth it. Super cute. Like I said, I think I've said, this is a paid for pattern on Etsy. I got it a while ago. I do really like the pattern because I like how it comes out, But I have to warn you guys, if you happen to purchase the pattern, it doesn't say anything about sewing placements or like eye placements. I had to guess on all that. I love it when the pattern says like where to put the eyes. I think it's super helpful. This pattern is more just telling you guys how to crochet all the pieces. It's on you to put the eyes in the right place and figure out where the ears go and all the pieces, really, because there's no instructions for that. I think that was like, oh, on the pattern too, when I purchased it, I was excited because one of the images on the pattern, Winnie the Pooh sitting down, and the other image, he's standing up. So the person did it with like posable legs and arms too. And back when I purchased it, I didn't really know how to do that. So I was hoping that the pattern would tell me how, since it's like on the image. But no mention of that either. So just something to kind of not really warn you guys, but just a heads up. Of course, like I was saying, when I'm using a color, a skein of yarn, I really like to use it up, I guess, when I can. If my imagination, my brain is still going, I will keep using it, especially with this one, because that Winnie the Pooh was so big, the skein got pretty floppy, and it was a big one like this. It had already been used before, but it got really, really floppy after making the Winnie the Pooh. And I do have like space up here, but I just didn't want to stick it back. So I started making a couple other things. And these, to me, I feel like these are baby Psyducks. If you're a Pokemon fan, you'll know who Psyduck is, but these are just his colors. So they just, oh, they look different. They look like baby Psyducks to me. But, oh, I think I did use different patterns. Maybe I don't recall using different patterns, but I guess I did, because these look a bit different. Oh, you know what? I think I did. I'm pretty sure this one is a free pattern on Instagram, and this one was a paid for pattern on Etsy. I'm gonna double check and make sure, but I will have both of them here. So this is the free one on Instagram. Super cute. And this is, I believe, the paid for one on Etsy. And I'll correct myself down here if I messed up on that. But I'm pretty sure that's how that goes. Then one more chick. See, now I'm confused though, because I know that this is the, I'm gonna look it up after. But here's a chick, another one that I did, and that was it for the chicks, but more chicks to come, because I'm gonna be making quite a few of these. I really want to do that. So the very last thing, and no, I didn't finish the yellow with this. I still have more, but I love this yellow, so I'm really happy I still have more. It's not like a super bright yellow. It's like a, I guess, a mustard. I made a Bumblebee Timothy the T-Rex, but does he look kind of strange? Yes. I don't know what happened. He is slanted. Like, he's super, super slanted. And I just went with it because I didn't realize he's twisted until I got literally down here when I was closing up the body. And I thought, there's no way. These Timothy the T-Rex dinosaurs take me forever to make. I had at least invested like 2.5 hours to make the body alone. Not even adding the legs, the arms, the tail, nothing like that. Just the body. I had invested so much time. I did not want to scrap it. I mean, part of me did, but I think it's cute because he kind of looks like he's in motion. I tried to make his tail like curved so he looks like he's kind of going to the side, you know? But I don't know. This is this week's fail. You could see it's, I don't know what I did. I've made this pattern countless times. This has never happened to me before, so I was definitely off with some sort of increase or decrease, most likely. and this is what occurred. But it doesn't look that bad in person because you could kind of see like he's kind of churning. And I have seen like figures of T-Rex dinosaurs like that, and sometimes maybe like plushies too. Definitely I've seen it in figures where they're kind of in motion. So I think that's kind of what I'm gonna say I was going for. But he's cute. I do love the wings. This is the Timothy the T-Rex pattern that I always use. It's a paid for pattern on Etsy. I think it's about $6. Really fun and a bit time consuming. I don't know what happened. I've never messed up like that on this pattern before, but yeah, nothing wrong with the pattern. I've made it countless times, like I said before, and it's never come out that way. So I really don't know what happened this time, but it's kind of funny. And I thought I would show it to you guys anyways, because yeah, things like that happen all the time. So I forgot one. I finished this one yesterday. So this is a paid for pattern on Etsy, and I changed it up just a little bit. This is a cute cow, and I think he looks like an Oreo, so I made a little like Oreo for him to have with him at all times. I mean, you could take it off. It's like just on a chain. It's kind of like an Oreo purse, but it has no opening, so I don't think I want to call it an Oreo purse. But he's just a cute little cow. The pattern has spots that you can put on, and that's the only thing that I did differently. I did not put any spots on him. And then of course this is not in the pattern, but I just think it's really cute. Do you guys see like cookies and cream like Oreo, or is it just me? Yeah, I don't know. I saw this yarn and I knew I wanted it to make cows and chickens. So I think I might try to make one more cow and see if I have any yarn left over that I can use to make chickens, because he's just so cute. And this is like the newer Bernat blanket yarn, that it's a lot softer than they used to be. So I have a few skeins of Bernat blanket yarn, but it's the old one, so they're pretty rough even though they're Bernat. And when I saw this new one, I was like, oh my gosh, I need that. And it's okay that I buy it because I have an exact use for it. And I put it to work right away. So that's everything that I made in 2 weeks. It's been a lot. I guess I am definitely market prepping. I don't have any markets coming up. I would love to do one before Valentine's Day though. And oh, you know what? There's something else that I made. But yes, I would love to do one before Valentine's Day. I don't know if I could do 2. It's just really hard because of the weather. It's super, super cold right now. And yeah, I'm just dealing with that. It's the weather, because I think one of the markets that it's around here, it's year round. So really I could do it like anytime, but it's really cold. And it starts, setup is like at 7 in the morning. So it's very, very cold at that time. Anyways, I made 4 of these. 3 or 4. I think I made 4 of these Valentine's Day turtles. I just took my turtle pattern. You can find it on Etsy. And I just made a crochet heart for it. I'm gonna put the hearts, it's like a applique, I guess, the pattern for that down here. It's on a blog. It's a free pattern. And then the turtle, like I said, is from my own Etsy shop. I had a lot of fun. I love making turtles. It's been a while since I've made turtles, and like I said, I made 4 of them. Sorry, I made 4 of them. They're just at the bottom of this basket, or else I would reach for them. But I have this basket. It doesn't look that big, I think. Hopefully I've shown you everything that's in there. I feel like I never showed you guys this big bee that I made. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. Those are things that all have prices for my markets, and that's what I was saying. This room gets so messy because I have like things separated of this already has a price, this still needs to get priced, this bag is things that I need to show in the next video. So it's a lot of little bags, or big bags actually. But yes, 4 of these. that's everything that I made in between my last video and this one. So let me count up everything, and yeah, let's see how many plushies I've made. I'm not gonna count that big B though, because though I haven't shown it to you before, no, I never did. I'm pretty sure I made that like 3 weeks ago. So let me count up everything. Okay, so I did 24 items. It was in a span of 2 weeks though, so let's say 12 items a week, which is not my best, but some of these were pretty big. And yeah, I'm happy. These are big ones. These, you know, I got little ones in there and then some medium ones too. I'm really happy with everything that I made though, even though this dinosaur is a little confused. I'm still very happy with everything. Yeah, I have my items in 2 shops right now. They're not in my town, so I do have to travel a bit to get there and like restock and stuff. But I'm very excited. I have my stuff in Hidden Gem in Stockton and the Cove in Stockton, California as well. So really exciting. Yeah, basically just making things for market prepping and the shops. I'm just happy. I love crocheting so much. I'm probably addicted. Even like when I go out, I'm crocheting in the car. If I'm going out to someone's house, sometimes I'll bring yarn with me. I'm just always crocheting. I'm watching TV. I'm never just watching TV. I'm usually crocheting as well. Unless if I feel like I need a break, then yeah, definitely I'll give myself a break. But for the most part, I'm crocheting. That's why I can get, well, I don't think it's like quite a bit done, but that's why I get things done, I guess, crochet wise. Anyways, let me know what your guys' favorite thing that I made. If you have any questions about any of the yarn or patterns, please let me know. Sorry for my confusion on the patterns for the chicks. I'm pretty sure I know what patterns I'm gonna list, but I think I might need to correct myself because I'm a little bit confused why these two are so different. I might have use different patterns, or maybe I just didn't pay attention when I was making one of them, probably this one, but I will let you guys know with what I have here. So yes, I need to go finish the pigeons and eventually put prices on all this stuff. I can't wait to start doing markets though, and then hopefully do some more market videos showing you guys like the setup process and all that stuff. So thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully it won't be another 2 weeks until the next video. And yeah, I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye!